I did a blog on my website and on Medium about how we need to be more patient in development. And where I got the initial thought was, there's a tennis academy in Russia where they have to be in the academy, in the training academy, for 2 to 3 years before ever being in a competitive tennis match or tournament. And if I started my soccer club tonight, that's, I think, the route that I would go. I would say you are training for a year or 2 years or 3 years based on age before you ever step foot in a game. Because I think that we set up our kids for failure. Every kid's first initiation into soccer, they don't know that they're going to soccer. The first time they touch the ball, a lot of these kids, not all, but a lot of these kids, the first time they ever see a soccer ball is in their first soccer practice, sometimes in their first soccer game. I remember my very first soccer game. The ref checked our cleats, and I was wearing football cleats. My dad had to get his pocket knife out and cut off the front cleat that is on football cleats, because we didn't know what soccer was, right? I was 6 years old. On the way to that game, on the way to that first practice, I didn't know where I was going. It's like, soccer, okay, what's soccer? I didn't know what soccer really was until the 1994 World Cup, and I was already 9. So imagine having a club where we get a bunch of 6-year-olds, and we train for 3 years. We train for 3 years. And you could build it out. We had a youth academy in Michigan where we had 150 players, and we would just play inter-squad. We would make teams based on your skill level and your age and how long you've been in the program, and we would play on Friday nights. And they would play 3 or 4 games, and it'd be 4v4s and 3v3s. And so all the crowd that says the game is the best teacher, well, we had games, but they were all in-house. They weren't competitive against other organizations. So imagine an environment where you play and train for 3 years without any outside tournaments or games. And I've gotten a lot of feedback from all over the country. I got an email from Australia about this post, and the feedback that I've gotten from parents are from parents that have kids that are like 15 and older. The parents that have kids that are 15 and older have been very supportive. They're like, oh yeah, we would do it. In hindsight's 2020. Anybody that's under 12, they're like, no, we're not giving up our games. We got a trophy to win.